which is like job seekers allowance and stuff. You know what I mean? But then there was times when post stamps and that were to buy food and milk and stuff as well. So
yeah, and definitely in the rural areas, in the non-major cities in America, you could find extreme poverty. You know, but in the major cities, it's all right.
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But yeah, you have rural areas that I don't think is getting, you know, enough from, you know, the government or whichever to feed those people out there, like some places deep in the South and
Yeah.
you know, different little places like that. Yeah, you
Like St. Louis and
yeah, you go into
seen that.
very, very,
Memphis.
very poor, you know. So
Like London, there's this thing online and in past where it's like London, we drink tea and eat biscuits and crumpets, and then there's no such thing as guns because they're illegal, and there's like batons for the police and knives and stuff.
that was going into
Yeah.
my next question. So I was going to ask you, tell me about the police. How's the police system out there, you know, versus the street element that you have?
I mean, basically, kids are dying from getting shot.
Which I thought you said no guns.
That's what the stereotype is, the stigma. But there's mad guns. People that you can have gun license for a farmer, I think, in England for a shotgun or something like that. But that's it. There's no other part of England where there's a rule for a gun holding license or anything like that. But there's mad machines, bro. There's kids dying in different hoods all the time, different ends and that. We call it the ends. Different ends, like people getting clipped all the time, bro. So if there's no guns, they're obviously coming in on boats. The little kids from the council estates don't own a boat. So, you know, it's the same thing, like drugs are illegal, but they're everywhere too.
Wow.
You know, so the police as well, just like, yeah, the police are there. There's different units. You get like, there was something called Operation Trident that was made when I was younger, actually. They used to have like TV commercials, like rat on a rat, to like promote people to snitch on a dirty piece of work kind of thing. When I was young, you know, on the TV and that. But like, for the most part, I think nobody really likes the police anyway. But that might just be the way we're taught growing up and that, like you know what I mean, F the police and that. And we have had R.I.P. Mark Duggan from Tottenham, the area that I mentioned, where the police killed him for potentially carrying, and then no strap was found on him. Do you know what I'm saying? But then they think they found one around the corner on the floor or something or whatever, and that caused a riot, bro.
The police are able to carry weapons.
Yeah, we got gun unit, TSG.
Okay.
They got like units rather than, like, you know, like in America, every Jake's got a strap.
Yeah.
You know, like when you touch down in JFK, you see Donnies with the Glock or the pistol and that. Everyone, it's normal for them to carry. In England, they got special units.
So when they call the special unit in,
Yeah.
if they think it's a weapon involved,
Yeah.
that's when they come.
Yeah,
with the gun.
yeah.
That's very interesting because, you know, we always on this side see movies and see different things, so we don't know how quite is depicted. Now, on the drug scene, what type of drugs is there? Like what's...
Everything in England, bro.
So they got heroin?
Yeah, smack, heroin,
And crack?
Yeah, man. Crackheads all over the place, man. Not as much as it used to be, but...
So what's...
Used to see the yardies sell
Wait a
crack and that.
second. So if you got crackheads and heroin...
Ecstasy, pills, you name it, bro. It's
so
all out there.
you got kingpin drug dealers out there?
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. Yeah.
But no guns.
Whoa, that's... None, yeah.
That's very interesting. You know, that's...
I said none.
No,
Yeah.
I hear you. That's
man.
that's very interesting. You know. So what about the system of church out there?
Church, yeah, is similar, I think, worldwide, like mainly. But you get Church of England, which is like, you know, like you get Pentecostal church, you get Catholic, then you get the Church of England, which is a thing as well. We got, yeah, like bro. To be honest with you, I mainly go Pentecostal when I attend church. Don't go enough though. I do want to start going more. But I think Christianity is similar. America to England is like I could literally come to churches in America and it's similar.
It's similar.
Yeah.
It's similar.
I've been to a few. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So tell me about how did you get into the music? You know, how did you
When I was younger, man. So my father was a DJ. So I always go back to my pops. You know, like the drive up here, we was talking about the influence from parents and whatnot.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, my pops had like the sound system, the vinyls. He used to like reggae, rare groove, old school ska music and stuff like that. And in my house, you would always hear the old school joints on Sundays and that, and just throughout the time. And I always used to love music, but I was quite a mischievous kid. I've always been kind of like a bit hyper and that when I was young. And my mum used to say to me that the only time you was ever quiet is when you would go and switch on the stereo and put the headphones on.
Yeah.
So music used to just
the music calm you down,
used
no
to just
doubt.
take me to like a quiet
Yeah,
chill
that's why
thing.
you keep the music on the end of
And
your
I
name.
loved it.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't get away from it. Like I used to love when we used to get like MTV Bass in England, which was like a part where they used to show American hip hop and stuff.
Yeah.
And I used to just I fell in love with rap through like West Coast music, funny enough. But I just used to love music anyway. So any genre like UK garage, drum and bass, jungle and that, I would always like seek the new artists before they blew. Like I did like an ear for it, you know what I mean? I'll go buy vinyls, cassettes back in the day, tape the radio where you stick the shit in the top of the TDK so you can re-record over it. Like I was like
Of
that,
course,
trying to
yeah.
tune into like the radio shows and that, and music is a blessing to me in a lot of ways because anytime my friends got into like some serious issues or trouble, I might have been in the studio or I might have been on the radio, actually being on the like the pirate radio scene and stuff. So music was just always a part of my life, from my dad playing it loud. My mum loves music. My grandma used to love music and that. And I just feel like I kind of started out DJing, wasn't the best DJ, but I knew what song was hot and I knew how to drop it. But you know, when they blend the mixes, they was better than me. So I didn't really take off. And then in the area, they used to do like under 18s dances. So like there'd be like a youth dance where they would have all the DJs and stuff, open mic. So we used to go there for the girls and whatnot, and then get on the mic. And someone said to me like, "Oh, you got a good flow," kind of thing. But it was someone else's rhyme. So I was like, "Oh shit, I got to get my own rhymes and that." Do you know what I mean? So I start writing. And then before you know it, house parties, local dances, just sneaking into like grown folks dances as well, and seeing the older women, and then like dropping lyrics, and they're like, "Oh, this little kid, man," and it was like I loved it, man. I loved the music, bro. I used to love writing the 16 verses to like express myself.
So when I was out there, one of the things that I immediately noticed is the love for old school hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they
Yeah, big time.
Yeah. Now, with that being said, there was a moment that UK actually had a little drip problem going on.
Of what problem?